coming to you from Osaka, Japan. And for this video, I'm going to give you 10 reasons why expat life in Thailand beats Japan. But I'm also going to share with you a few things and a few reasons why Japan kind of caught my attention is a place to be an expat. So I'm going to start the video here in Japan, and then the second half of the video, I'm going to take you to Bangkok and share with you those 10 reasons why Thailand beats Japan. Let's start with one big reason why Japan could be a good option. And it starts with that sign behind me, the exchange. The currency exchange, the yen is so weak and the dollar is so strong. So your money goes really far. So that's one reason why maybe you consider Japan as an expat, because your dollar goes really far, so it makes living here pretty cheap, at least cheaper than Phuket. And Phuket is where I have my home base. The second reason is it's so polite and safe. So if safety is somebody's number one priority, I don't think it gets much better than Japan. There's a few more reasons why Japan could be a good option as an expat. And to share those with you, I'm gonna go hop on the metro. Let's go. Gonna take the metro to go get a refreshment, a matcha. And this is kind of interesting. Check it out. It's not going to work for me because I didn't register or do what you got to do. But it is facial recognition entry. Instead, I'm going to use my Pasmo card. When in Japan, this is a must. Pasmo card works everywhere. Makes your visit or your stay here so easy and convenient. Another reason why Japan could be considered as a great place as an expat is everything is clean and orderly. The design is really thoughtful. It's almost impeccable. I think it's bar none. The service design, even riding the metro here, it's like luxury. Clean, no graffiti. You're not supposed to talk. And you're not supposed to talk, so I'll come in here to talk to you guys. You're supposed to be quiet and polite, considerate. That's just part of Japanese culture. It's another reason why it could be attractive as a place to live as an expat. Next stop, gonna go have a refreshment, maybe a cup of matcha or coffee. See you in a minute. As we leave the metro, Japan public transportation is bar none. It's got to be the best in the world for efficiency, punctuality. It's always on time, it's never delayed. That sign reminds me of something with the rugby players. Another thing that's attractive maybe about being an expat in Japan, professional sports, if you like sports. Because being in Asia as an American, sometimes I miss it. And sometimes I'll come to Japan just to enjoy sporting events. It has the best level of baseball talent outside of the US. As a matter of fact, the number one player in the world is Japanese. Whenever I come to Japan, I always be sure to check out some sporting events, go to a soccer game. And their soccer team is one of the best in the world. It's ranked in the top 20, if not the top 15. Could be another reason, if you like sports, why you might consider Japan as an expat. It's the best pro sport viewing experience in Asia. Just stopped to have some matcha here. I met Mai. He is from Thailand.
Yeah.
So Rayon, down in the south, right?
Yeah.
And you've been here 3 times to Japan.
Yes.
Where do you like to live better, Thailand or Japan?
I like to live in Thailand.
What is your favorite thing about Thailand that you miss when you're in Japan?
Smile and friendly.
And friendly.
Friendly people.
Friendly people and
Yes.
smile.
Yeah.
It fills your soul.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the most difficult thing for you about Japan?
I think language, because sometimes Japanese cannot speak English.
Cannot speak English.
Yeah.
And what is your favorite thing about Japan?
It's very clean culture and beautiful city.
Clean and beautiful.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
See you later.
Yeah.
See ya. Gonna go have some matcha. Let's go. It has one of the best views in Osaka. Arigato. Wow, look at this. You can enjoy some matcha at one of the best views in Osaka to sit down and have a coffee or tea. It's so beautiful. Another reason why an expat might consider living in Japan is this, environmental. It's so beautiful, it's all clean. Look at the beautiful blue sky and the water and all those things to consider for health. And Japan is really good, has really good air quality, even for a big city like Osaka. And it has really good water. You know, I always think about that too when I'm in a city, taking showers and everything, and how clean is the water? How many chemicals are in the water? How much chlorine is in the water? So I think that's a real bonus to Japan and Osaka, is the environmental part. Arigato. Wow, look at that, fresh matcha. Another reason why an expat might consider living in Japan, it's super pedestrian and bicycle friendly. You're not gonna find that in Thailand, you're not gonna find that in much of Asia, but it's really, really good here. You'll see a lot of people on bicycles, you'll see a lot of people walking through the city. I think it's one of the most walkable, bikeable cities in the world. I mean, if you look behind me, you can probably see people on bicycles going across the bridge. It's amazing. Arigato. Arigato. See you later. What a great place. Moto Cafe. How much was it for that matcha latte with that beautiful, amazing view of the city? 700 yen, or like $5. In the US, with that view, I don't know how much it would be. It wouldn't be $5. Probably be like 20. One more stop before hopping over to Bangkok. We're gonna go to the grocery store. Gonna grab a little snack. Let's go. Everything's like a luxury experience in Japan, including going to the grocery store. This is another reason why I would consider Japan, is the food, mainly the sushi. So you get all this fresh fish, even at the grocery store. I go to my favorite sushi place here in Osaka. I specifically sometimes fly here just for dinner. It's absolutely phenomenal, but here you can come to the grocery store and get really good sushi too, at a very affordable price. And it's one reason why I at one time considered moving to Japan or being an expat here, because the food is phenomenal. They have the most Michelin star rated restaurants in the world. One thing that's not really affordable is the fruit. So if you look at the fruit here, you can see the special mangoes go for almost $100 for two. This box up here is 20,000 yen, so about $150 for two. And this fruit assortment, although it's perfect and beautiful, it's about $100. So one thing I love to do when I'm in Thailand is get some tropical fruit. So in this case, I'm gonna grab a pineapple before I take you over to Bangkok. Here you have some fresh cut pineapple. This pineapple is 980 yen, or about $7 for that portion. I'm gonna pass on it for now and get something that Japan is more famous for, and one of my favorites, which is sweet potatoes, for 499 yen, so like $3.50. But now is the part of the video where I'm taking you over to Thailand to tell you 10 reasons why Thailand beats Japan. Gonna have my sweet potatoes and catch up with you guys in Bangkok. Welcome to Bangkok, everyone. So those were the 7 reasons why someone might consider living as an expat in Japan. Now, the 10 reasons why Thailand beats Japan for life as an expat. Today, I'm just gonna kind of cruise around the city, share with you those 10 reasons. Gonna go in ascending order, and it starts at number 10, tropical fruit. This is only 25 baht, about 75 cents. All right, we got our grab bike. This is always convenient in Thailand and Bangkok. Hop on a grab bike. It's cheap, it's easy, and it's more fun than driving in a car. So, what's reason number 9? Reason number 9 why Thailand is better than Japan for expat life. It's just this more relaxed vibe. It's less rigid. They have a term in Thailand, sabai sabai, easy going, enjoy the day, don't get too bothered. Number 9 is a big reason for me. I love this relaxed, just more, less stressful approach to living, sabai sabai. Reason number 8, I feel like in Thailand, they're just more, people here, the locals are more familiar with foreigners and how to interact with them. Thais, interpersonal skills in regard to how they interact with foreigners is better. The way that Thais interact with you, it's just more fun, more playful, a little bit of sarcasm, especially like where I live in Phuket. You know, Japanese, they're experienced with foreigners. They get so many tourists. I want to say it's like 3 million tourists a month. But experience is not familiarity. Reason number 7. Thais speak better English than Japanese. Japan ranks like 87 out of 113 in English proficiency. They say Thailand ranks lower, but the reality is not true. Thailand's really good. You're going to find even like my Grab guy here, Mr. Noam, he speaks English. I'm going to stop and get a little snack. We're in Siloam right now, and it's one of my favorite areas of Bangkok. I'm going to get one of my favorite little snacks here. They have these little coconut pancakes I love. Look at this thing. Fresh coconut. Really, really good. Aroy. Aroy ma. Siloam's one of my favorite areas of Bangkok. It's super cool. You'll find a lot of like South Asian food and people. You have everything from the mosque over here to the Hindu temple behind me. And I know it's a good idea when you live in a foreign country to learn the language, but you don't really need to in Thailand. It's a good idea to, but in Japan you would have to, because Japanese just don't speak really good English. But I think part of the problem in Japan is that sometimes somebody will converse in English, but they're so scared to make a mistake, they won't do it. So good, coconut. I'm gonna take you guys across the street to the Hindu temple. Mr. Noam doing a great job driving us. Reason number 6, Thais are just more welcoming to expats and foreigners. So it's a big deal. And I think also as we walk around and drive around Bangkok today, it feels less homogenous in Thailand. Get a little more cultural flavor. And I think this is quite special here in Siloam. So cute. So cute.
8 months.
8 months. So cute. How old are you? 5. Oh, you're fine. Thais are more welcoming compared to Japanese. Japanese just tolerate you as a foreigner. That's what I feel like. And a lot of times, you try to go into an establishment in Japan, they'll just flat out tell you, no service to foreigners. It's not welcoming, it's just tolerating. They get so many tourists, but you're gonna feel better living in Thailand than that coldness of Japan. You know, you try to rent a place in Japan, forget about it, it's really hard. I just don't want to go through the hassle and the trouble of trying to rent an apartment or a house in Japan when it's so easy to do so in Thailand, and there's better options for housing in Thailand. I'm going to give you the last 4 reasons why Thailand is better than Japan for life as an expat. We're going to hop back on the scooter here with Mr. Noam, and I think we're going to kind of head back over to where we started this trip, back to the Prompong area, where a lot of Japanese call home when they live in Thailand. Here's M-Sphere, the brand new mall in Bangkok that everyone's proud about. Thank you, Mr. Noam. You've been a great driver today. I'm gonna hop off here. Hey, thanks. Even Mr. Noam speaks English. Cap. This brings me to reason number 4 why Thailand beats Japan. You see this brand new mall behind me? It's pretty amazing. But as amazing as the shopping is, same goes for healthcare in Thailand. Healthcare in Thailand beats Japan. Why? They get it. There's a thing called medical tourism. And Thailand, in fact, is trying to do a lot to become a medical tourism hub. Whereas in Japan, they really don't want foreigners coming to their hospitals, meaning my friend who runs a hospital in Kobe, he just told me straight up, he goes, we don't want foreigners. Too much trouble. Whereas here, Thailand sees, I think, an opportunity as an industry. They have all the facilities, they have super educated doctors. Most doctors speak really good English. And my experience as a patient in Thailand is better than going to the hospital or the doctor in the US. Hands down, Thailand healthcare, Thailand hospitals, Thailand the patient experience as an expat, so much better here than in Japan. When I tried to go to the hospital in Japan, just for some basic blood work, it was a hassle. They had no systems or preparation in place how to deal with foreigners. It's reason number 4. Next up, reason number 3. We're at one of my favorite parks in Bangkok. And as we walk through here, you see all the exercise equipment. Now, I go to the gym, and there's a lot of gyms to choose from, but it brings up reason number 3 why Thailand beats Japan is life as an expat, the fitness lifestyle. And I think Japan's one of the worst countries in the world. If you're visiting and you want to go work out somewhere, it's so hard to find a good gym and a gym that's affordable. For example, if you want a day pass in Bangkok, you can find one for $5 or a little bit more, but you can't find one for $5. Whereas in Japan, a day pass is going to be expensive, maybe $20, maybe $30. And they really don't want to sell a day pass. But if you're going to do long term, yeah, it's going to be more affordable, but you're not going to have all the healthy fitness options like you have in Thailand. In Thailand, I find it really easy to be healthy and fit in regard to food, in regard to facilities. And yeah, some Thai food's not healthy, oil and MSG, but what I'm saying is there's so many healthy options if you choose that lifestyle and if you want to seek out that food. So for being healthy, for a fitness lifestyle, hands down, Thailand beats Japan. Next up, reason number 2. Reason number 2, ease. Meaning, from day one, how easy is it to get things started, to get settled in? Thailand's not super easy. As we know, there's problems like immigration could be a hassle. But at least Thailand has a retirement visa and different kinds of visas, whereas Japan doesn't have a retirement visa, and they kind of have a digital nomad visa, but they still haven't figured out this thing about their super declining population rate, wanting to attract the right kind of foreigner or the right kind of expat. They're still working through all that, I think, but they're really slow. But definitely from day one, I don't want hassles. I want things to be easy. I want to get into my groove without a lot of friction points during the day. And that happens too often in Japan. You're not going to have that in Thailand. I mean, you're going to have little things that come naturally from being in a foreign country, but it's nothing like what you'll feel in Japan, where Japan's not easy as a foreigner. Which brings me to reason number 1. This reason weighs really heavily on why I would never live in Japan as an expat and why Thailand ranks way higher than Japan as life as an expat. This. Reason number 1, as we kind of wind this video down, kind of back to where I began today in Bangkok. Reason number 1, people say Japan's polite. It is. But there's a difference between polite and kind. There is a difference between joy and sadness. I feel like Japan's heavy with sadness. And maybe, who knows what the real reason why. I'll never forget, I was in the metro one night and I watched the men about my age in Japan when they walk through the metro. They look so sad. and just like they're defeated. You know, it's like they follow the Japan rules, work for a company for 30 years, and things aren't getting better. Their economy sucks. The yen is weak, and they're just sad. It's like they've been defeated. And I think there's a few reasons for that. If you go back to the 1980s, or actually when my family lived there, I was born in Japan. If you go back to those times, back before 1990, of the top 50 companies in the world, how many were Japanese? 35. How about today? I think it's one. I think Toyota, barely. They're still in the top 50. But their economies never come back from when they had their crash in 1990, 1989. And I feel like that heaviness just continues on with them as a country. And it just creates a lot of sadness and depression. I don't feel good in Japan. So for my own emotional health, my own well-being, I can never live in Japan. I feel so much more happy. So I'm so much more content living in Thailand. And every time I go to Japan, I love it for some of the reasons I told you earlier, those 7 reasons. The food, everything feels like luxury. The people are polite. I love it for about a week. And after about a week, my soul's depleted. I need to get back to Thailand, get back into this more joyful setting. So we're back here where I always see a lot of Japanese people. This part of the Konnichiwa. All Japan.
Yes.
You know this team?
Yeah, from Osaka.
So yeah, this area of Bangkok, you're going to find a lot of Japanese people living here. About 50,000 Japanese living in Bangkok. I'm going to have a few conversations right now with Japanese living in Thailand, and why do they love living here? Let's see. So I met Taku.
Hi there, I'm Taku.
Taku's from Japan,
Yeah, living in Bangkok.
and he's been, like the past year, living in India.
Yeah, for 4 years.
Taku, what kind of work you do?
I'm working as a management consultant here.
What is it about the people you like that's different than Japan?
How can I say that they're always smiling and they're very energetic as usual compared to Japan. So that's the big difference between Japan and Thailand.
Smile and a different energy.
Yeah, right.
Why are there not more smiles in Japan?
Maybe they are very work too hard, and then no private life, I think.
Work too hard.
Yeah, and then very crowded especially in the city areas like Tokyo and Osaka. I think that's why.
Work.
Yeah.
You know, I always say in Japan, they live to work. In Thailand, they work to live.
Yeah, right. That's the opposite.
Right?
Yeah, right.
People want to enjoy and live here.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. When you return to Japan, what do you think you're going to miss most about Thailand?
After I think the diversity of the people. I mean, this atmosphere.
Oh, right. It's diverse.
Yeah. Diversity.
Japan can feel a little homogenous.
Yeah, right. Homogenous, basically. So I think I see a lot of people from many countries, and then I can talk to them in English like this.
Yeah.
So I think that environment is very different. Yeah.
Taku, what do you feel is the biggest misperception about Thailand from Japanese? So Japanese that never have come here, like maybe your friend, and you say, I live in Thailand, and they say, oh, isn't it?
Right. So they sometimes misunderstand that the Japanese is superior to Japanese, which is misunderstood. Japanese is superior
to Thai,
which is misunderstanding, I think. So they're currently the economy and the society of Thailand is, how can I say, is growing, but at the same time, on the other hand, Japanese society is in decline. So I think that's not the case, I think.
Interesting to hear you say that. I agree with you. When I'm here, I feel it's more progressive than when I'm in Japan, where it actually feels it feels depressed.
That's what I'm very concerned about it, and many Japanese people are misperceived.
Yeah. Taku, thanks.
Yeah.
No
worries.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep exploring the neighborhood here.
Yeah, thank you. It was nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you too.
Yeah.
Standing here with nampla.brother and his
Hi.
wife, Ayaka.
Hi.
Hi.
We've done a video before when we were in actually Bangkok. I visited you at your home.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Nampla.brother?
Yes.
How long have the two of you been in Thailand?
I've been in Thailand for 3 years around. Yes.
3 years, and he's
3
passionate.
years.
They're both passionate about living here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nampla.brother has a YouTube, touring all around Thailand. I'll put the link to it in the description to this video. Nampla.brother,
Yeah.
what is better in Thailand than Japan?
Better is Thai. So for me, it's people is politer than Japan.
More polite in Thailand.
Yeah. And I feel like people's connection.
Human connection.
Yes, human connection. Because like, for example, if you go to the cafe or somewhere, the people is very
Warm-hearted.
and then talkative. So
More talkative,
yeah,
yes.
more talkative. So I feel like a people connection.
Yeah.
And Ayaka, what do you like better in Thailand than being in Japan?
The food of Thailand is so nice. Yeah.
And cheap.
cheap.
Yeah.
So, and they have good fruits. And
Healthy. Ayaka, Nampla.brother,
Yeah.
good seeing you guys again.
Yes.
See you again soon, maybe in Phuket.
Yes.
So I'm standing here at Yuki. Yuki, how's it going?
I'm good.
How many years have you lived in Thailand?
Total about 7 years already.
Where are you from in Japan?
I'm from Kanagawa.
Kanagawa. It's one of my favorite areas because I love to go to Hakone.
Oh, really?
What else do you love about Thailand?
I think food
Food.
and like more convenient than Japan. Like,
Convenience?
yes,
Why?
because transportation, there are a lot of way to go, like motorbike or train or bus or something.
In Thailand, motorbike, I agree.
Yeah.
Like grab bike.
Yes.
It's so easy.
Yeah.
I wish Tokyo and Osaka had grab bike. Make it so much easier.
Yes, right.
I mean, I love taking the metro, but sometimes it'd be so easy to stop on a metro, on a scooter. Yuki, good stuff. Nice meeting you. Guys, I think this brings this video to a close. I'm just gonna break it down like this. It's all about mental health, emotional health. I feel better in Thailand. I love going to Japan. I love being a visitor in Japan. It's my favorite place to be a tourist. But when it comes to quality of life and emotional health, mental health, Thailand.
Yeah, Thailand.
You agree?
I agree. Totally agree.
Farewell from Bangkok.